mental fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Gonzo, got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, flex. Why you dare look in the best? Feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks. Anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Buccaneers 7, 49ers 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Here's Lance. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This will be caught downfield by Gage. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with White. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect. It's early. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 at a 1st down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. First down, here's White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Buccaneers 9, 49ers 0.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a 1st down.
Run. King. Point it right.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A good pickup there at 22.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. McCaffrey is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like, oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown.
That's crazy.
Mike Evans, 77 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I didn't mean to switch that. You just got lucky on that one. Well, I didn't mean to switch it. I didn't mean to switch it. Yeah. It's alright.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin.
And cheating. It doesn't matter. I should have jumped it. Cheating. I knew it was going there.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner. And now look at him go. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Opting to run again here with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folding like a lawn chair. Mayfield now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Shotgun now for Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Let's go.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And only a couple there as they'll take this up to the 47. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need... Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Otten brings it in over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Alert, 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 alert!
Mayfield to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Mayfield going to keep it on the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they take a knee.